75. We were up well before dawn this morning. We want to do a little over 21 miles today. Maybe. The rest of the camp is just starting to wake up. So we're trying to be as quiet as possible, but we're about to get started. Welcome. One thing to notice today is that Ken did put on his puffy and his cap before having his breakfast. But his hands are still cold.
Now, there's a snake in front of me that's yellow with black spots. He'll move if you get too close.
He's pretty happy. Oh, there he goes. He's pretty happy where he's at. Pretty good size. Ken found this really cool rock chair made out of this slate. And a real nice resting point. And as I get up to turn around, I see how impressive it really is, because right in the middle of it, there's this tree along with all this rock.
It's a good spot.
It is a good spot. And this rock it really is spectacular. But we still got another 16 to 18 miles to go today, so we're gonna get moving. Hey there, folks. I think we've just completed our big climb of the day, and we are headed into some very scenic areas. This is pretty cool. You can now see the snow-capped mountains, and in front of us, lots of granite, which is so typical of the Sierra Nevadas. That's Ken, followed by Pierre. Pierre tells us we're walking at 4 miles an hour, 4.0 to 4.1, making this downhill towards some water and then on to Kennedy Meadows. Ken's getting really good at spotting these snakes. This guy is perfectly content to let us just, I think, come along and walk over him. As you can see, I'm definitely in his shadow. I think he's realizing he's a stick. Oh well, I guess I'll just try and walk over him. There he goes. He liked me better than Ken.
A little more orange.
Hey, trekking nation, friends, families, followers, and others. It's a good day on the PCT. You know, one of the rules is you get 10 by 10, it's a good day. Well, it's only 9:45, and we're already over that 10-mile mark. So, by definition, a good day. And you can see what we're walking into. It's this Kennedy Meadows area. We still got another 10 miles to go today, but We are making tracks. Kern River. This is our second, but definitely most aggressive rattlesnake we've come across. Ken was looking the other way, about to point out something I should be looking at.
This is better.
And this got his undivided attention. I'm surprised. I did not expect to see any rattlesnakes here. But he's definitely does not like us being here. So we'll wait till this other hiker catches up to us, then we'll get on out of here. There's a hiker right behind us. Before the snake so rudely interrupted us, Kim was going to point out these rocks with the grass growing on it. There's quite a few of them we just passed, and I thought it was pretty interesting because, wow, I don't know, maybe the snow melt's gonna come now and wash them away, or maybe they just have amazing holding power. Pretty interesting though. It's kind of nice walking along the Kern River here as we approach Kennedy Meadows. It's official. Ken is sitting on the 700-mile marker. Today's brought with it a lot of reasons to celebrate. Ken saw 3 snakes in one day. That's his first time on the PCT. He's done that. We crossed the 700-mile mark. We're going to get to Kennedy Meadows here fairly shortly. There's also a reason for some sadness. Another great man, a good man, has passed away. And this is my uncle on my father's side. He was preceded by his brother a couple of weeks ago. That was the funeral that Ken and I had just gone to. He was the last of the 5 uncles, so the last of 6 brothers and an aunt to go, so the last of an entire generation. That's kind of extra sad. Ken and I will be off trail for a little while once again. I appreciate your patience. We'll get back recording as soon as we can, but there'll be a few days without any videos.
Seeing you now.
Hey trekkers, here's a milestone for you. Over my shoulder here is Sherman Pass Road. And from here, most hikers go 7/10 of a mile to the Kennedy Meadows General Store. Ken, however, he wants to push it to the limit of how far we can go before coming off trail. So we're gonna head up to the north end of the Kennedy Meadows Campground. But anyway, I thought I'd put this milestone in here. Congratulations, Ken, you've made it to the road. Most people would say you've made it to Kennedy Meadows. However, yeah, we're gonna keep going. also note, we're gonna keep going into the storm. Anyway, I better put the camera away because it is not waterproof. Okay, we came up this trail. This trail is clearly as well used as many of the PCT trails we've been on. But when we got to here, we looked over there and saw what looked like a blaze about 40 feet to the left. So Ken being the purist that he is, he's back down there walking this field, trying to figure out how did we possibly miss this, because this is like even way more obvious as a trail. One would have thought coming from the other direction, there's no way we could have missed it. Anyway, he's covering it, gonna make sure every possible foot of the PCT that is humanly possible to cover. Ken is making sure he puts his foot on it. I think I'll wait here for a moment. It looks like he's gonna have about a quarter of a mile there and back. You know, looking up the canyon towards the Kennedy Meadows Campground, which is at the end of this valley, you can see why they might want to call this the gateway to the Sierras. We literally enter in the V between those two hills and you're into the mountains, you're into the Sierras. We're already in the Sierras technically and we're there, but the roads end and the trails begin, and right now it looks pretty dark and stormy ahead. Anyway, we're gonna head to the end of this valley and then we're gonna make our jumps. The two trees.
That was farther than I thought, and it wasn't the spot we did our thing.
It wasn't a clear split in the trail?
No, there's a place with reeds. You can't tell until you're in it that it's a path.
So there's no way we would have seen it from the other side, which also explains that we were following all the footprints.
It was a good nature hug. You gotta I built a bit of a path. Hopefully more people walk through it. In like 2 weeks, it's obvious.
There you go.
But
all right, let's get to the campground. Interesting. Ken made me walk the extra distance to get up to the Kennedy Meadows Campground at the end, the 704.2 I think it is on the map. And I thought that was the end of it, but now I'm making him walk the extra distance to get to the north side of the campground, where I know there's a trailhead and a trail register. So we're each making each other walk a little extra today. Well folks, we're here. As far as we are going to go today. This is the entrance to the Southern Sierra Wilderness. It is the north end of the campground at Kennedy Meadows. It is at mile 704.3, 4. Anyway, as far as things that matter, we made it here. Still hasn't really rained on us. Got a few sprinkles, but no big deal. And for day 75, we're done. We're pretty happy with the good things that happened today. Sad about the sad things, but sorry we'll be off trail for a few days. So as soon as we get back on, subscribe, then you'll know. Fair winds.